Hello, everyone. Welcome to January 2025 to Riley Blake Designs Facebook Live. We are so glad you're here, but guess what? We are trying YouTube Live at the same time. We've had a lot of tries before, but today we're hoping it works today that we are live on Facebook Live as well as our YouTube channel. So we're going to have two giveaways. One for Facebook Live. It's this beautiful collection by Sandy Gervais. And we have another collection by Sarah Reed for our YouTube channels. So we're hoping they're both working. Everything looking good? Yay! I think we're good to go. This has been a long time coming. So we appreciate all our back staff right there making it happen. So pretty exciting to do Facebook Live and YouTube Live at the same time. So Happy New Year. We have so many wonderful things happening at Riley Blake Designs in 2025. Starting with, we're good to go? Good to go. Good to go. We're getting the thumbs up outside of our studio. Starting with RBD Block Challenge. You guys, this is the first year we've ever showed the completed quilt. This is year 5 in our Riley Blake Designs Challenge. Look at this. Isn't it a beauty? This is the layout of the quilt. You could do your own layout and just do all the quilt blocks. We have 17 quilt blocks submitted by some of our wonderful and great RBD designers. Not all of our designers can participate, but we have 17 blocks that I'm going to sew with you week to week, every Tuesday. It started this past Tuesday, the first block. The first block was Lori Holtz. It's right down here. You can give it a look right here. So on our YouTube channel that's already posted, I take you through the steps of how to create that block. Next week, next Tuesday, will be Beverly McCullough's block. It's called Around the Corner. It's this one right here. It's kind of an ode to the pineapple block. So we hope you are sewing along with us in 2025. We have a private Facebook group that does the sew along, the RBD Block Challenge. We're up to 20K followers. So you have to apply to get into that Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group, but it's fun to get into that Facebook group and be part of the community of the RBD Block Challenge people. So that's a lot of fun. So let me show you the blocks. I did show you the quilt. This is out of our confetti cottons, but we also have it in our batiks. So whether you like to sew with solids or batiks, we've got one for you. And here's your sneak peek because you're here today. This is what it looks like in the batiks, and this is what it looks like in our solids. So join us for the RBD Block Challenge. The videos are evergreen as well as the patterns. You can download the patterns from the Riley Blake Designs website, and we release them once a week on Tuesdays. So we're doing 3 blocks a month, very achievable. And if there's the fourth, we have 3 this month, 3 next month, and usually that 4th week is a catch-up week, but we started a little bit later this year. So we're going to go right into February for 3 more blocks. So there is your information about RBD Block Challenge. We hope you will sew along with us. Okay, first collection coming out in the new year. You can hardly see this collection because it's called Lights On. It's Lights On 2, and it's white on white. So it's very subtle. I'm not even sure you're going to be able to see this. But it's different designs that are white on white. So you always need a background fabric, and sometimes you like a little texture or a little design that's so subtle. This one has all different patterns on it. So that's called Lights On 2, and that's arriving this month. Okay, let's go to our next collection. This is by Corrine Wells, and it is called Besties. And I love the throwback to the 70s kind of vibe of this. You've got these really fun bright florals, and then you've got this kind of charcoal. It's not quite it's a soft black. It's not like a strong black, And I think it's really beautiful. It makes the flowers pop. But what's a lot of fun, as you know, if you're a Swiftie fan, it's kind of a throw out to the bracelets that are so popular. And here, look at this print. So the girls are going to like this. It says friends, BFFs, love. This would make an excellent binding or just a border, one of those small border. Again, you can see the checkerboard print that's so popular. Riley Blake Designs has a basic checkerboard print that we're going to show you. But you're going to see checkerboard trending in a lot of collections this year because a lot of our designers have jumped on that trend that they've seen out there, and as well as Riley Blake Design has jumped on that trend. So sweethearts, again, throwback to the 1970s. This almost looks like a fun little sticker print with a sun print, and I love these little daisy prints. So it does include a panel. So take a look at this panel, and then it shows you all these fun things like, you know, you got the high tops, the peace sign, and that could be used as a center of a quilt, or you can cut it up and incorporate it into a quilt. But that is a lot of fun. That panel is by Corrine Wells, and Heartfelt Tribute to Friends is the quilt we have. Is that right? What is?
You know, Corinne felt like it was a heartfelt tribute to the friendship she's
Okay,
made.
so that was her inspiration. It was a tribute to the friendships that she's made, and we all need friends, right? So that's a shout out to friends. So a really fun collection for if you want to make a quilt for a girlfriend.
She's sewing along several quilts, and she's making them under Franny B Quilt Co. If you want to look at them.
Okay, so she also has quilts that she designs under Franny B Quilt Co. So look at those, and you can see all the quilts that incorporates this fabric collection. So this next collection, I just love the colors. They're just right on trend. This is called Blush and Butterscotch, and it's by Simple Simon. And they said it's just chic and stylish, and I would agree. It's so on trend, this mauve kind of pinks into this mustard and butterscotch. So I'm seeing this a lot in fashion right now, that deep butterscotch, the browns, the warm tones are coming in. You're kind of seeing, we still have grays, we still have a lot of grays, but we're kind of moving back into the browns. And you're going to see that a lot in fabrics coming your way. So again, this beautiful butterscotch with this sweet little tulip flower is so sweet. And the colors, this nice little spot, toss little daisy, and look at that color palette. Really lovely, right? That's a good one. So that is by Simple Simon, and they have a free Around the World quilt pattern. I don't think we have it here, but check out that free quilt pattern. Okay, our next one is by our friends at Doodlebug Designs, and you know it's going to be cute if it's from Doodlebug. So it's called Pretty Kitty because it's all about the cats. Take a look at the panel. I'm going to show this first. You can make front and back pillows, or you could take these and fussy cut them out and applique them on a quilt. But cute little kitty faces. But look at the main print. Everything that's iconic to cats is in here. From the milk to the little litter box that he's creating a sandcastle. Isn't that cute? And the fishbowl, just really darling with the kitties all around. So that comes in 3 colorways. We got the kitty heads here. I love this pink, the yellow, and into this light aqua blue. Really nice. You've got these yarn balls that looks like polka dots in here, but you could look closely. They are yarn balls. You do have a nice little Swiss dot, a word print, a multicolor, and then tone on tones, and then little paw prints. So that's your Pretty Kitty, and there is a free patchwork quilt, and we don't have that one either. Oh, let's show that. So this is the free pattern. Look how you can use a 5-inch stacker to make a simple quilt top, and then a simple border, and then an outer border, but then you can fussy cut that panel to put the kitties in the corner. Isn't that cute? Someone who loves little kitties would love that little mini quilt, and that is a free quilt pattern. Okay, next up is a collection by Jerry Robinson. Isn't this gorgeous? This is like a vintage collection that's bright and lovely. It is vintage inspired, and it really brings in a lot of different colors and would make a great patchwork quilt. So this is the main print. So it's got this beautiful teal color into this soft gray and then minty color. And then we've got some secondary florals. It really does give you kind of a 30s vibe, but it's a little more elegant than our simple 30s collections. Lots of excellent florals, and then plenty of these ginghams to bring it all together. And then a small floral here. Jerry makes excellent quilt patterns, and she, you may know her online as Planted Seed Designs. So check out Planted Seed Designs, and she's got a lot of excellent supporting project. Excellent in pre-cuts and a really lovely collection. Okay, Tara Reid. This collection is called, let's see, Covered Bridges in Spring by Tara Reid. She did a covered bridges in winter that had all the snow, and oh, it was just beautiful. So this is the spring version of this. So let me show you the two panels. And don't you love a covered bridge? There's just something so beautiful about driving, seeing a covered bridge or driving through them. And let's see what this says. There is beauty to be found around every bend. Isn't that true? And then you get the covered bridge in spring with all the spring flowers. And then we really love that there's a quilt block on the top of that. So here's the free pattern that can be found on the Riley Blake Design website. Gorgeous. And then this is some of the coordinating prints in here. It's kind of that wood grain print. And that, look how fun that is. It fussy cuts this main print, which I'm going to show you next, into that. So we're going to take you through that. But that's a great quilt. And again, this is by Tara Reid. And here's the main print. All of her designs are hand painted. So this is hand painted original artwork. Years ago, my husband and I took a big tour around Lancaster County in Pennsylvania and just fell in love with all those covered bridges around there. You can find them all across the country, but they're really concentrated in Pennsylvania, right? They're so beautiful. So here's all the covered bridges that were fussy cut to go into that quilt block, that kind of economy square. You have it in that teal, and then you have it in this kind of cream color, and then we have it in the green. We have little spring flowers because it's covered bridges in spring. We have tone on tone. Again, it brings that deep red barn color on that. And then you can see the wood grain print. And this is such a great print to go in so many collections. It can lend itself to be really masculine and but very country feeling. You've got teal color, and then you've got this kind of like white oak, and then a red barn color. So those are nice. The other coordinating prints are kind of reminiscent of a toile. And again, it's the covered bridges, the pencil drawings. So excellent. They're just so good. Hand done by Tara Reid. And that's what you're going to get from Riley Blake Designs. Original design by beautiful artisans that we license with, that we work with. And it's really special fabric that you're not going to see anywhere else. Again, in that nice soft green and the teal color, really lovely. And then she has this quilt block that's designed in the colors that brings it all together. So Covered Bridges coming your way this month, right before springtime. Oh, the kit. Okay. Thank you, Chrissy. This is the Quilt Box kit. So this is the other panel. I don't think I showed the second panel, did I? So I'm going to show that too. Look, this is a pillow panel that's been cut up and put into a quilt. And this is a quilt kit. Our quilt kits for Tara are always so popular. And you can see how all the fabrics in the collection work together. So I forgot, because there's two panels in there. I showed you the large panel. Here's the smaller panel that has the four covered bridges. There you go, all different styles. Okay, spring. Oh, let's do some shout outs. So on Facebook, we have Rhonda from Ohio, Keep It Simple from Kansas, Laura from Florida, welcome, Cammie from Sandy, Utah, Stephanie from Idaho, Harlem from North Dakota, Kelly from West Virginia, Margie from Texas, Vera from Alabama, Pat from Tennessee, Tara Reed. Welcome, Tara. Did you like our highlight of your collection? You'll have to write down your inspiration, and then we'll read that off. So, Tara, make a little note. I'm going to read. America's bridges between 1825 and 1875 were covered to protect the road from rot, and now they're iconic. So that was your inspiration, wasn't it, Tara? I know you've visited that part of the world, and that's a special part. Savannah from Missouri is here.
YouTube, that's the giveaway, so remind them to make comments.
Okay, so this is for YouTube. Okay, this is our YouTube giveaway. You have to make a comment on YouTube to be eligible to win this. You can just put something simple as where you're from. We got, our people from Facebook know the drill. So thanks for telling us where you're tuning in from, and welcome to the new year. Happy New Year to you guys. We're going to do covered bridges for Facebook Live participants. So we got to get some comments on our YouTube channel. All right, this collection is brought to you by Sandy Gervais. It's called New Beginnings, and Sandy always does lovely florals. And so she has a couple kits in this. And let's see. Let's take a look at this. This is one of the kits, right? This is the Table Runner kit. It's called Kit Tulip Festival. And it's designed by Sandy Gervais, and the fabrics, of course, by Sandy Gervais. Isn't that sweet? Oh, it's pretty cold here in Utah. We're looking for the days when the tulips pop their heads up. So that's the quilt kit. Lovely. And then let me show you the panel. And look at the wreath with the birds. Oh, it's a Mr. and Mrs. Isn't that so cute? Now, she's done a series of this. She did a wreath for Christmas. She did a wreath for fall harvest. And this is spring. And I assume she's doing it for summer. But take a look at this for spring. You've got the birds on the bottom. So that's a beautiful panel. Here's her main print. These lovely florals. We love Sandy Gervais florals. Soft corally pinks into these aqua minty blues, and then the cream colors. We've got a lovely cheater print on this. A double wedding ring star. This would make excellent backing, quilted jacket, as well as for a border. It'd be really nice. Just so pretty. It brings all the colors together. Nice secondary florals, stripes, geometrics, little ditzy florals here. Just a really soft, beautiful collection. Spring is in town. Or no, it's called New Beginnings. New Beginnings. And isn't 2025, it's a new beginning, new year, new chapter. Lots of things happening in 2025. Okay, I also want to show you, we introduced this at Fall Market. It's our double lush velvet, and it's arriving in stores the end of January, early February, and it features the New Beginnings double ring pattern. See that? But what's so cool about this fabric is it's double wide. What is it? Is it 54-inch wide? I think it's 54-inch wide, but it's double sided, you guys. Take a look at this. It's like a minky, but there's less stretch. Maybe the same, maybe a little less, but it doesn't fray when you cut it. So the raw edge, when you cut it, it doesn't fray at all. Do we have this pattern that we cut up? So this makes an excellent throw blanket because it's already double-sided. You can serge the edge. There should be 2 of these in there. Can you grab the second one? So let me show you this. You can bind it. So this is a cotton binding. We put a little rickrack in there and it just made a little square throw baby blanket. But take a look at this, you guys. So we tried to do something fancy. We just cut around the curves. Do you see that? We cut around the curves, and that is raw edge, and it doesn't fray. And then we did a little zigzag stitch in the inside just to kind of give it stability. But this is the raw edge of the fabric. And here's another little throw baby blanket. Isn't that fun? So there's lots of fun things that you're going to be able to use this double lush velvet, but I wanted to show you Sandy Gervais' design on top of it. So really great. Okay, we're going to do some YouTube shout outs because apparently you got the message that we have a giveaway. So for YouTube, we have Sue from Ohio, Paula from Kentucky, Lisa from Arizona, Andrea from Pennsylvania, Lily from Louisiana, Kelly from California, Sally from Long Island. On Facebook, we have Delinda from Michigan, Kapal, is that it, from Iowa?
Carol.
Oh, Carol.
Carol.
Sorry, a little cursive there. What's the next name? Ing from Denmark. Ing from Denmark. Thanks for tuning in from Denmark. Kathy from Minnesota. Mariolas from Costa Rica. Karen from Missouri. And Ariane from Canada. Yay! More shout outs. Okay, this next collection is a veterans collection. And, it has that Americana feel but it's to honor our veterans. So the main print is hand painted it's called Letters from Home by Vicki Gifford. And Letters from Home is, the inspiration is when her son-in-law was deployed to Qatar. Letters from Home meant so much to him. So we know letters from home, emails from home are so important to our service men and women, and that's kind of to honor that. So the letters from home, you'll see little postage stamps, and here's an American flag that's been hand painted with the shape of the United States. Doesn't that make a statement? Isn't that really beautiful? It's kind of a tossed print, and then we have it in this deep barn red color and into the kind of a creamy off-white color. So that's the main print. And then some of the secondary prints are like this. These are actual letters from home. They have stamps on them, and they are cursive written, and they're like a big pile of letters from home. So that's a nice coordinating print. We have a stamp print in 2 colorways with the United States on them. So there's your stamp print. And then we wanted to represent the different branches of the military. So then we have this green color to represent Army. These are more generic, but the Air Force is more navy and gray, and this is kind of navy and blue. And then this deep barn red, which can be for Marines, as well as Coast Guard is kind of has yellow in it, but they also have a little of this Coast Guard red in it. So here is a non-directional print that just talks about USA Hero, Integrity Proud, just some things that we believe are words to describe our veterans, that we honor them, valor, and we do honor our veterans. And so this is kind of, could be used for quilts of valor, could be used to honor someone who is returning home from service in the military. And then we have different service vehicles, as well as, medic. Some of them look a little more vintage than others. So that's a collection. Again, everything's been hand painted by Vicki Gifford. And here is her panel. So it's American flag, and it is depicting different service branches, from the Navy to the Army to the Air Force to the Marines on there. And then on the very bottom, we have an eagle and different prints. So that is a very beautiful collection from Vicki. Oh, this is a box kit that you can use to make a Quilts of Valor quilt, or just have it to make for someone to honor their service. Really pretty. All right, let's talk Peter Rabbit. Let's bring Peter Rabbit in. It is something near and dear to my heart. You know, if you've watched me for any length of time, how much I love Peter Rabbit. And we're so honored to bring the hand drawings of Beatrix Potter to fabric. And we have a special keepsake box. So the keepsake box, look at this, has this beautiful ribbon. I don't have the book here to show you, but it comes with a hardbound book. The second book that she created, the first one, of course, was Peter Rabbit. The second was The Tales of Squirrel Nutkin, kind of a funny little book. That's included in this box kit. So as we bring out box kits from Peter Rabbit, you're going to be able to get one hardbound book at a time. Isn't that special? Isn't that special? You're going to have a whole library of Peter Rabbit books. Let me see. Let me pull that up. So this is what it looks like inside the keepsake box. I've been talking too much. It's dry here in Utah. And this is the quilt kit. So the quilt kit is very simple this year, you guys. You've got the quilt in the middle. You've got this scalloped border. And it features all the book tops that Beatrix Potter created. So I'm going to show you the quilt kit in just a second, but let me show you the panel first. How sweet is that? Starting with Peter Rabbit, right here, we have a lot of the book covers. I don't think we cover every one of them, but a lot of the characters from the books are featured here. Benjamin Buttons, his cousin, and they're so sweet. This is going to be such a keepsake item. Also in this collection, we have this lovely border print. It's a double border, meaning it's on both sides of the selvage. Make beautiful skirts or borders, but look how sweet those characters are along. And it's continuous yardage. And it's a lovely border print. So that comes in 3 colorways and cream. Then we have this main print, which again, it features a lot of the books of Beatrix Potter. It's called Peter Rabbit and Friends is the collection, and here's all the friends. So all the books, passages from the books, the illustrations that Beatrix Potter created from all of her books are featured on here. And then we have a lot of them, not all of them, but they're featured in this. This is what's on that keepsake box, these illustrations. So, you know, just so many sweet images that we have come to love from Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter. So we have Jemima Puddle Duck all by herself because we just love her so much. And she has her little chicks and this vintage stripe. So that's a sweet little print. And again, a lot of this fabric is digitally printed because it was hand painted and you can't create that. You can't create the details without digitally printing, but our digital printing is the best in the world. It's it's color fast, it's made in Korea, and you're going to love the feeling of our digitally printed fabrics. So here we go. 3 colorways. And then we have this toile-like print, a tone on tone with some of our favorite characters from the book. Isn't that just sweet baby prints? I really love this on a cream ground, this blue. Lovely. We got a plaid. We got a lot of the characters in this word print. That would make a great binding, and then a soft floral. Now this floral, again, was designed by Beatrix Potter by her hand. And what an honor it is to bring her illustrations to fabric. I just am tickled to be able to be the exclusive licensee of Beatrix Potter. So that's a really fun collection. The last thing we're going to highlight is a basic from Riley Blake Designs. You've seen Checkerboard everywhere. It's everywhere. So we're bringing it out in a basic for Riley Blake. It's a small checkerboard that has texture on it, and we brought it in multiple colorways, including rainbow, Christmas, and Halloween. And I love this tone-on-tone color, pink on pink, pink and red. Give me pink and red all day long, especially around Valentine's. And that checkerboard is really popular, and it's a great basic. So check out our checkerboard basics. And now we gotta talk about boutiques. So,
First, we have some shout outs.
okay, shout outs. Let's do shout outs, and then I gotta show the quilt kit.
And don't forget, on YouTube, people can do the thumbs up and also the share button.
Okay, thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, all the things, you guys. Help us in the algorithms on our YouTube channel. So YouTube, Cindy from Iowa. Welcome, fellow Cindy in Iowa, Margie from Texas, Joyce from Wisconsin, Martha from California, Cheryl from Texas, Jenny from Oregon, Amy from Tennessee, Christina from Germany, Sherry from South Carolina, and Sarah from North Carolina. Welcome. Facebook, is it AV? AV, North Dakota, Linda from Canada, Madeline from Indiana, Tina from Arkansas, Kimala, Illinois, Elise from Costa Rica, welcome from Costa Rica, Capri from Kentucky, Diane from Wiltshire, the UK. Welcome, Diane, across the pond. Cindy from Missouri. And okay, let's show this Peter Rabbit. So look how sweet. This is what you get in the quilt kit. Oh, I think I would hang this on the wall. So all you have to do is create this border, and it's a pretty simple quilt kit, but how sweet to have that in a quilt. Beatrix Potter's Peter Rabbit in a quilt. Okay, shout out if you guys are Batik fans. We've got some stellar Batik collections coming your way. This is called Urban Folk Dance, because it has one colorway, which is brighter. And then we have Urban Folk Primitive, which is a little softer. Ooh, I love that piece. Look at that. I'm just seeing this kind of for the first time, and I think I'm in love with this print. That blushy pink. That's really beautiful. So Urban Folk, again, 2 colorways. This is one pre-cut. This is another pre-cut. Really excellent collection. And then we have Sassy and Tweet in 2 colorways as well. And do these different colorways, they all come together. Is that right? That comes together. Sassy and Tweet. So we do a big batik business, and our batiks are just special and unique. Karen does a great job directing design on them and creating some of these designs. So Sassy and Tweet is excellent. The last thing of Batiks I want to show you is called Techniques and Dye. So these are dyed fabrics. It's a really small collection, but what's special about them is the techniques. It shows a lot of color movement in your project, and we've infused a lot of colors together, and the artisans in Indonesia are really incredible. In fact, that's on my bucket list to go to see the artisans in Indonesia. That's probably happening this year. We work with them, remotely, of course. But look at the movement in this. Really special hand dye fabrics that for your particular project, it might just be the perfect fabric for your project. Look at that. Look at the movement and the dyes. And again, our high quality base fabric, you're not gonna beat this base fabric. It's a poplin blend fabric, not a poplin blend. It's poplin, which means it has a tighter weave than regular quilting cottons, and it's just excellent to sew with. You can make clothing items, and really good quality. So there you go, guys. That's what's coming in January. We have a lot coming your way. There's got to be something that you have your eye on, right? There's a lot of things that I have my eye on. So it's time for a giveaway. This is for our Facebook Live. And our winner for Facebook Live this one was for YouTube, right? YouTube. So Joyce Jensen from Wisconsin, you are the winner of this bundle. Do they email us at Riley Blake Designs? Contact us. Message us. We'll get this. Joyce Jensen from Wisconsin. Thanks for tuning in. Our first ever our YouTube Live. Yay, we did it. Okay, from our Facebook Live, you guys have been here tried and true. This is Madeline Hendricks from Indiana. You are the winner of Covered Bridges. I imagine Indiana has some covered bridges there, right? It's a beautiful part of the country. So thanks, everyone. We hope you are following along and sewing along, doing the RBD block challenge. I know there's many quilt shops that still have kits, or you can use your stash to sew along with us. But welcome to 2025. We're looking forward to sewing along with you this whole year. And we hope you set aside time to come see us in Utah in September at Garden of Quilts. Put it on your calendars now. Save the date. I think it's the 13th, 14th, 15th in Utah. Lori Holt's going to be our keynote speaker on Wednesday. It's going to be a great event. So lots of things happening in 2025. Thanks for sewing along with us. We'll see you next month.